Ma'am?
Did you get someone hired?
No, I have.
Ms. Taylor, you tested positive for amphetamines, methamphetamines, and ecstasy. And I'm going to raise your bond in your case to $100,000.
I have a child.
You shouldn't be using ecstasy and methamphetamine. If you have a child, you can go back with the bailiff.
So I
Go back with the bailiff right now.
I realize that my addiction is a terminal disease that will kill me. But I am begging you with the effort that I took.
well.
Good morning. Are you Melissa Taylor?
This is.
What do you have on your...
Oh, this is my son Brandon Taylor.
Why'd you wear that this morning?
Because he's my entire world.
Okay. Miss Taylor, this is your initial... No, you were here before. Did you get someone hired?
Ma'am?
Did you get someone hired?
No, I have conducted full definitions. I have the printout paperwork with all the information. They're extremely expensive. I'm not going to get the funds gathered for that.
Who'd you talk to?
I spoke to down.
Where?
Come out to
Where'd you...
rather than today.
Okay. Did you talk to some more since that last court date?
The last hearings.
You
asked, you instructed me to get 3 questions.
Mm-hmm.
That was what I did. That turned into after
Okay. If I test you this morning, you can have anything in your system. Have a seat in the jury box. Need text. Miss Taylor, you tested positive for amphetamines, methamphetamines, and ecstasy. And so at this time, I'm going to find that that is a violation, obviously, of your bond conditions. And I'm going to raise your bond in your case to $100,000. Well, let me look at it real quick. I'm going to, let's see. In one of your cases, you're charged with assault on a peace officer, the other credit or debit card abuse. In each of those cases, I'm raising your bond to $100,000 in each case.
Okay.
If you make the bonds in those cases, you are ordered to wear a drug patch at all times, get it tested at the appropriate times, and then we will move forward with your case.
And I kind of speak what she wants.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought should be able to sit in.
Yes, you're going into custody right now.
Okay, come on. I have a child.
You shouldn't be using ecstasy and methamphetamine. If you have a child, you can go back with the bailiff.
So I
Go back with the bailiff right now. Go back with the bailiff. Go with the bailiff. State tenders number 1.
Buckle up, guys. Today we are going to witness a courtroom moment that takes a shocking turn within minutes. Melissa Taylor arrives hoping to address her case, but a surprise drug test changes everything. After testing positive for amphetamines, methamphetamine, and ecstasy, the judge immediately raises her bond and orders her into custody, despite her emotional plea about her child.
1, it's admitted. Any evidence that Ms. Taylor is not competent. All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of that plea. I am going to waive the pre-sentence report. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So I have been incarcerated for the last 8 months in Jefferson County Correctional. During the last 8 months, I've held a trustee position for 6 of those 8. There are no programs for rehabilitation for women like myself that spend 8 to a year incarcerated. There are none. The completed literature that I put down, I went out of my way to obtain that, get those shipped in to me, to reach out to an outside sponsor to review my packets that I went through. I have, whether you go to a 9-month program, a 6-month program, or a 3-month program, the desire of the individual to change and putting these into application are what actually creates lasting change. Otherwise, they're just books that I've read.
Sure.
If you can ask me anything about these books, and I can tell you how I've changed and how they've changed me and what they've done. I realize that my addiction is a terminal disease that will kill me. and it is a lifelong recovery process. And that if I don't completely abandon myself to my higher power in a recovery program for the rest of my life, that I will end up in prison or dead. I don't have any more options. I agree that I will most likely learn something from ISF. I will learn from any program that I'm ever put against. But I am begging you with the effort that I took, seeing that there's no options for female inmates other than an AA program every other week at best. We sit in there and we eat and we gain weight and we watch movies and it's a vicious cycle. I understand the triggers and what made me relapse. I have a phenomenal support system, and I am willing to go so far to say that if you give me the color program, and if I fail, take this all away and put me in prison for 5 to 10 years. Don't have it as an option.
As the hearing continues, Melissa is given a chance to speak, and what follows is a deeply personal admission. She describes months spent in jail, the lack of rehabilitation programs available to women, and the effort she made to educate herself. Acknowledging that addiction could ultimately cost her life, she passionately asks the court for one final opportunity to prove she can change.
Mr. Nichols, so
Big red letters.
So here's the thing, Ms. Taylor, the words that you're saying
Right.
are, I mean, I can tell that you're sincere. I hear people say those words somewhat often. I wish more. Sometimes I feel like they're sincere, others I don't. I agree, there are not programs because jail is just a rotation of coming and going, and it's hard to get programs going because by the time someone gets started, they're probably leaving, and it could be better. I appreciate what you've done. I'm inclined, but here's my fear, is that I don't want to do what you're asking and set you up for failure. So if I do what you're asking and you violate, there's going to be a notation about all of this. Mr. Nichols will remind me, probation will remind me, and there won't be, okay, now I need SafeP. Now I need ISF.
I'm that dedicated to my recovery.
You know, I usually have a pretty good memory for these things, Judge. If the court wants to give her that shot, I don't want to have to revoke her. I want her to be successful. I've read what she provided the court. I know it's impressive, the work she's done for herself while in jail. I'd hate to see it all fall apart, though. I mean, I think the case she's on, other case she's on probation for is assault on an officer. And I know there was at least one state jail.
I do have, so 24 DCCR 2177 is another, she's on probation for. There is another probation. And so 24 DCCR 2177, so whatever I do to modify conditions are going to be the same on those. So I guess what I'm going to do, Ms. Taylor, is I'm going to give you this opportunity. It's 100% up to you to take it. Otherwise, you have 3 felonies that you're going to go to prison for.
I will be a success.
And here's the thing. If you feel like you're slipping and you need more and you go say, I need SafeP or I need ISF before it ends up with me, that's one thing. That's a hard decision to make. But if you're truly committed to it and you feel yourself slipping that you need inpatient, it's going to be up to you to make that decision to ask for it. If it gets so far that you're here, it's going to be too late. All right, so then I'm going to modify the conditions of all of those probations, including the new case, to order that Ms. Taylor enter and successfully complete the JCDI program and not have to go to ISF or SafeP in any of them. So take advantage of this. I did everything else.
I think so.
All right, good luck.
Yes, ma'am.
There's 2 old probations, the 2 prior ones, and 1 new one. So we've got 3.
The courtroom grows quiet as the judge weighs Melissa's words against her criminal history and the risks of giving her another chance. While recognizing her apparent sincerity and hard work, he worries that leniency could lead to failure. After careful consideration, he grants her entry into a treatment-focused program, making it clear that this may be her last opportunity to avoid prison. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.